Boom. And then there you go.
It's done. Hi guys! So it's me.
And it is me. And we're...
The girls you're glad you're not.
Guys, this isn't any sort of video except for a Q&A video.
Which you know we've been excited about for a long time.
It's our first ever and I almost just cried. No. Well, let's get to it, shall we?
First, I want to say we're gonna try to be quick or like short and simple with our answers just because we both have to answer and we want to answer as many as we can.
As many as possible.
So,
we'll just start here randomly. When are y'all going to do another giveaway?
That's funny. And it's funny because we never did our first one.
We still have them. Want to see?
That's the funny thing about winners.
You guys make it impossible to give it to you. So we still have them.
And if you'd like them, they're available to you.
They are. Can you guys remember one of your weirdest dreams? Yes, I can. Jessa, can you?
I do remember the dream I had last night was pretty weird. I was on a field trip, like a family field trip of some sort, and I had to go underground for, it was a ride. But once we got into it, we realized that it wasn't actually a ride and you weren't supposed to be down there. And it like took us into, I don't even know, but we were like underwater for a bit and then it was just really weird and I ended up at the end, I got out and I was at like a birthday party and some of the people that were at the birthday party were like trying to get down to where I had just been for whatever reason. So they like jumped down to this like back door area of the underground space and they got sucked into these like tubes that were like elasticy and I don't know if they were okay. I never saw them again. It was one of those dreams where you just felt weird while you're dreaming it.
Yeah, kind of like Robert De Niro making sexual advances towards you. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a little different, but... So what was your dream then?
Well, it started out with, I was hanging out with Robert De Niro in kind of like a hostel. So we were hanging out. As you do. As you do. But it wasn't actually Robert De Niro, but that was his name. I can't remember who he looked like. He looked like someone though. And he was being really creepy and so I was like, well, I have to go to the bathroom. So I go out and I find the bathroom because it's like a hostel so you share a bathroom. And the toilet was really gross. So I was like, okay, I'll hover. But I hovered and then I like peed all over my leg. So then I had to go into the shower to rinse off, which the shower was really gross too. But I rinsed off and then I was like, okay, that's done. And so I went to go wash my hands and I accidentally, like there was dispensers of like different things and I accidentally hit the toothpaste dispenser to wash my hands with. So.
Did it burn?
No.
Or like make your hands cold? You know that feeling?
It's just a dream, Jessa. I don't remember. How did you two meet and become friends? And did you like each other at first? Or what was your first impression of each other?
Well, we met through my sister.
My best friend.
So I was in 2nd grade. She was in 4th grade. And Alicia introduced us on the playground. I remember that.
I remember that.
And it was very short. And just like, this is my sister and my best friend. And I'm like, okay. And then left.
Yeah.
And then,
as you do.
Yeah. We didn't become friends for years after that because somebody didn't like someone else.
I don't remember hating you. I do remember feeling like you guys should have hated each other more. I was like, why don't you guys hate each other? Like me and my sisters don't always like each other and you were supposed to be annoying.
Me and Alicia had just we've always had like a very close relationship. We've never really fought. And so she assumed that me, being the younger sister, I should be annoying. Meanwhile, I was very confused as to why she didn't like me. I didn't want to be around her if she didn't like me. So I don't know what year it was when we finally started.
I don't either.
I remember it was kind of gradual because it got to a point where like one week you'd be fine and then like the next week you would be right back to hating me. And I remember having a conversation with Alicia before you came over one night and I was like, do you think she's gonna hate me this time? Or like, and Alicia's like, I really have no idea. Then after that, it was sudden like best friends.
How many boyfriends have you had and do you have a job and what do you want to be?
Well, let's start with the beginning. How many boyfriends have you had, Tanisha?
Currently only one, because I currently have one, and it's currently my only one.
I've never had a boyfriend.
Do you have a job? Yes, I do.
Yes. Ideally, this YouTube thing would work out. And if it doesn't, I don't really have a fallback thing that I want, but I know that I'm gonna go to school for business.
I'm going to school for film, so something in that realm. Okay, what cake batter tastes the best from when you lick the spoon, and what tastes the best cooked? I love classic white batter, but chocolate cake. You know, when we made our Valentine's cupcakes, Jessa made a really good red velvet cupcake, and the red velvet batter was delicious.
I think I prefer white cake or red velvet cake, and as a batter, probably any.
I like any for both categories. What does the fox really say? Jessa, do you know?
Well, and he's got a lot to say.
And he does.
But it really depends on what you're asking him,
True.
I think.
Who are some of your favorite YouTubers or YouTubers that inspire you in general? I really do like Zoella, Louise, Colleen. And those are pretty much my top 3, but I like only really watch on a regular basis-ish Colleen.
For me, my main one that I'm just like always ready to watch is the Saucony Jolies. But I also Zoe, Louise, Alfie, Tyler Oakley, definitely. Tanya,
Hannah Hart.
Hannah, God, I love them all. I just love them so much.
There's so many.
The Saucony Jolies made me want to do daily vlogging, and Louise, or Sprinkle of Glitter, was really an inspiration of mine as well.
What is your favorite perfume and favorite Bath & Body Works scents?
I've been really liking the Victoria's Secret Gold scent.
Oh.
I used to be a real Japanese cherry blossom kind of girl, but this has been my go-to for the last few months.
Lately I've been liking this little Taylor Swift one. It's just called Taylor. And then Flora by Gucci. My favorite Bath & Body Works scent.
The
Farm Stand Apple.
Farm Stand Apple.
Yeah.
And also the flower apple that they had.
I have some really good tangerine body wash I really like, and then also another body wash that I really like is it's Midnight something, so just look around and you'll find something that says Midnight. How long have the two of you been planning to move out together? Are we at all nervous about the stress that might come along with moving out? And by that she means it might have what stress on our relationship, because sometimes things change, friends, blah blah blah. She's curious. Probably for a longer time than the past year, but
yeah,
we've been serious about making plans to do it for the past year.
Yeah, ever since it was normal to start talking about this, my mom has always been like, it's probably best not to move out with your best friend or move in, because it just ruins the friendship because you're not used to being that close and stuff. And sometimes I'm like, well, would that happen to us?
I really don't think so.
I really don't think it will. So I guess sometimes I get nervous, but very rarely, and it never lasts because we've practically lived together for a long time.
We've spent long periods of time with each other basically living, and we just didn't get old. It didn't get old. Didn't I spend 2 weeks at your house?
2 weeks straight. Yeah.
Just staying the night. Just every night I'd go back to my house and get more stuff to stay the
night. We
ride
our bikes to your house. We have, we're open enough to be like, okay, I'm just gonna go to my room now. Please stay away from me.
Irritating me.
So I think we'll be able to handle it. But I mean, I know everyone's always like, yeah, I think we can handle it.
Yeah, so many people always say, don't move out with your best friend, you're gonna hide it. Well,
okay, well, the thing is it would be so much more convenient and fun.
What made you want to start YouTube? By the way, I love you guys. Thank you for doing the second one. To be honest with you, we started doing YouTube videos a long time ago.
Yes. We've always been really into filming videos. Yeah, filming and even doing skits and stuff like that.
Yes. I believe we've put all of them on private except for one.
That was just what we did in our free time. But for months before we actually started, I think separately we hadn't talked about it or anything, but we both really were curious and wanting to do something on YouTube. And then one day we just randomly talked about it and we're like, why don't we do it together?
This kind of is sort of different what made us want to start our channel, especially our As Seen on TV reviews. I feel like those just kind of happened.
I think it was you who had said we could do As Seen on TV, we could review. I don't think it was ever planned to be
let's be an As Seen on TV or a review channel.
Yeah, it was just we needed to get started.
And that sounded like a fun idea.
Yeah.
Well, the reason I even mentioned doing As Seen on TV reviews is because I watch a lot of Teen Nick, and at night, all their commercials are mostly As Seen on TV things, and I was like, okay, I gotta try that Wow Cup.
Yeah.
So there it was born. Here's some individual questions for us. Jessa, your brows are always on point, and I love the color of them, but kind of weird to say, but what do you use?
Thank you, that's really nice of you. I actually just use eyeshadow, to be honest. I had this cheap eyeshadow palette that I was like, this is a dark brown, maybe I could just see how it looks. And I used just like one of those really angled small brushes, and that's all I do.
For me, it says, Tanisha, your hair looks like it's grown incredibly fast in the last month. What magical thing are you doing? I'll tell you, nothing. I haven't gotten an haircut in a year. This is exactly where it was though when I last got it cut. It won't go any longer, I'm pretty sure it's stuck. So nothing, but thank you for thinking that it looks longer.
That's all the questions you guys sent in to us. If you want us to do another Q&A sometime, we're always open to them. We think they're fun.
Or, we've been wanting to do advice.
Yeah! So if you have problems,
send them in.
Yeah, we'd like to do anything interactive. We just really like to interact with you guys.
We have a new segment we want to try out, but we need you to have problems in your life. So go screw something up,
and then ask us how to fix it.
Yes. You can always ask us questions, and we'll always reply to your comments. We're on Twitter and Instagram,
where you can also follow us.
Alright, you guys, that's pretty much all we have. Thanks for participating in our first Q&A.
I'm glad that you were there for it.
Yeah. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here today. Name that movie.
Last week
was Just Friends.
You guys enjoy the rest of your week until next time when we see you on Sunday. Alright, guys.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.